All right, so taking a nod from a few questions we've received, we want to take a minute and share a little bit about No More. You've just watched the No More Orphans Experience virtual event live, and of course, you know that we stand for No More Orphans, but there are other initiatives that are a part of this work and this national movement that we are believing to see root itself in the church, and this work that we're believing to see happen as a result of the church being mobilized to care. So why don't you share a little bit about who No More is and what those initiatives are?
I think it's important to kind of establish the framework for No More, which is out of Matthew 25, where Jesus said, "Whatever you did to one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." So No More is a battle cry for individual people that see the injustice in our world and they just can't sit idly by and let it happen. Mm-hmm. And so we look at the framework of what's happening in our society and around the world, and we put those words "no more" in front of some strategic things. We say, obviously, like you just said, no more orphans, no more poverty, no more slavery, no more hopelessness. And why do we do that? Because these things that Jesus talked about, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers of mine, sisters of mine, you did for me. It's because I think he understood over 2,000 years ago what I'm just learning, which is these things are not independent of each other. They're interdependent on each other. So when you find poverty, you find orphans. You find people that are entrapped in slavery. You find people that feel hopeless. And so No More is a battle cry for individual people to say, no, not on my watch. No more. I'm not letting this happen. I'm going to step in. I'm going to join in the battle.
That's good. And so as people are hearing, if they want to get involved, if they want to learn more, to know more about No More, what do they need to do?
Well, that's a great question. So, I mean, it's not very different than what a lot of people would do with a passion they have, whether it be, some other injustice. Maybe it's, they want to help serve families that are in need. You have to be willing to say yes first. I mean, I know it seems very like hot pie in the sky, but your yes is important. It matters, and your willingness to want to get engaged. And then it's important to connect with an organization that is like-minded, that shares what your value is and what you care about. And for us specifically, there are ways that you can get involved. I mean, this event that we do is all about helping people take their next right step. So whether it's foster, adopt, advocate, or serve, we say that everyone can do something, right? But then maybe there's other ways that you can engage. Maybe you're not the person on the front lines, but maybe you are someone who could send someone else to do that. We need people to give too. Financially, give your time, your resources. All those things matter. And so when you choose your yes, and whatever that looks like for you, because everyone's yes is going to look different. Whatever that looks like for you, just put your foot down and take the next right step. So for us, you can go to our website, you can follow us on social media, then you slowly get engaged. You'll find some of the outreach opportunities that we'll be doing in the community. Maybe you come to an event, maybe you do step into care and become a foster parent, or you adopt, or you do something in wraparound care services. But let your yes be your yes, and your yes is going to be different than the next person, but engage with us.
I like the thought that you shared earlier about how these issues are interdependent. And that's why a lot of people say, well, why are you about 4 different things? And it's because where you find orphans, you find victims of human trafficking. Right. Where you find poverty, you find communities where children are being removed from their home. Yeah. Where you find, victims, whether it's of trafficking or children who've aged out of foster care, or families that are struggling to make ends meet, there is this overwhelming sense of hopelessness. And so it's all intermingled. And so when we step into care in one area, we are effectively making a difference in all the other areas, and we're inviting people in. And so again, for us as an organization, I think it comes back to, we just want to connect you to care. We want to connect you to care wherever it is that God is leading you. And if you're passionate about human trafficking, we got a place for you. If you're passionate about orphan care, there's something that you can do. If you're passionate about really making steps to alleviate poverty, whether it's here in our country or internationally, there's something that we've got for you to do, a way that you can be a part of making a difference. And so we just encourage you to connect with us however you can, because we want to help make that possible. No More, just like Jamie said, is a battle cry. It is for the church, but it's all of us doing our part. It's all of us making a difference together. And we often say it, but it's together we declare no more. It's not about me or you. Together we declare no more. So come on and join us.